Radio Rahim from Max Boxing. I'm here with Bob Arum. And Bob, we don't have much time, so let's just get to all the straight controversies. First of which being, obviously, this is a rematch for Cotto and Margarito. Do you feel like this is somewhat a chance for Margarito to prove that he can do it without loaded gloves? Whether we can prove that he did it with loaded gloves in the first place, this is kind of how people are looking at this fight.
Well, I think there's something to be said for that. For my perspective, I don't believe that Margarito's gloves were loaded for the Cotto fight. Whoever wins this fight wins this fight. I just know it's going to be a great fight.
Do you, in the time since the first fight and this one, both fighters have gone through quite a bit. They've both been beaten by Pacquiao. Do you think that you can end up with the same caliber of competition this time as we had the first time?
I think it's going to be better because these guys know what to expect from each other, and these are two warriors. And if you want to see a really exciting back-and-forth fight, this is the fight to watch.
Now, no one can argue that you have the most exciting, the biggest draw in boxing in Manny Pacquiao. On November 12th, you're going up against the UFC's Fox debut. Do you feel like some responsibility to win that night? I mean, how do you feel about the competition with the UFC?
No, the UFC is going to help us, really, because their program goes for only 1 hour, 6 to 7, and Pacquiao won't be in the ring before 8:30 at the earliest. So if people want to watch the UFC, I think they got a pretty good fight on Fox. That's great because a lot of them then will turn to the pay-per-view and see most of the pay-per-view card and all of the Manny Pacquiao fight.
Now, everybody knows there's a big rivalry between the boxing world and the UFC world. It seems that Dana White is stoking those fires. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but this morning on the Jim Rome show, he called you a scumbag promoter, saying that you never give back to the sport and you just take. Do you have any reaction to that?
Well, you know, I don't know where Dana is coming from. I never said anything bad about him. But, you know, Dana has to realize that because of the monopoly that UFC has, they pay their fighters maybe 20% of the proceeds that come in on a UFC fight, and we pay fighters over 80%. So that's the difference. I mean, talk about giving back to the sport. When you pay your talent 20%, and boxing promoters, myself and others, pay their talent over 80%. Who's giving back to whom?
Now, do you ever see a day when world-class boxing will be on network channels again? You know, that's part of his challenge, that the promoters are so greedy they would never give the fans something for free, like on, you know, network television.
Well, it's very easy for Dana to say that when, you know, his athletes get paid nothing. You know, our athletes get paid, but yeah, we're negotiating right now with a major network to do boxing in prime time on the network.
Now, the one super fight that everybody wants to see, I don't even have to say it, it's Pacquiao, Mayweather. Give me on a percentage level, what do you think of the percentage chance that we will see that fight next year?
It depends largely on something that's out of everybody's control, other than the fact that Manny still has to beat Marquez. But even if he does Mayweather beat the criminal justice system in Nevada? That's the issue. Who knows if Mayweather's going to be around next year to fight? I mean, he has real problems. Now, does he get them solved? I don't know. But before anybody starts talking about a Pacquiao-Mayweather fight, they better ask themselves, what is Mayweather's criminal situation, and will he be around in 2012 to fight Pacquiao or anybody else?
Now, the one thing that Mayweather says, obviously, is the drug testing. There seems to be some disagreement as to whether or not Pacquiao has finally agreed to the Olympic-style testing. Is that settled finally? It's
been agreed by Manny for a year and a half. So I don't know how you could get it more settled.
So the only hindrance to that fight is Mayweather's court cases and whether or not he'll be available.
That's correct.
Thank you, Bob.